Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and this right here is Legacy's Allure. It will be in motion in a second, but for now, let me just tell you, I have never been so impressed by a card game in my life. Yes, this is a sponsored video, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think a single word I said in this video would be different. If I just randomly came across this, I'd be just as hyped as I am right now because they've got almost 2 years of effort into balancing this, designing it, getting the cards just absolutely perfect. So I did sneak in some gameplay footage of this in a past video, and then I totally wasn't being a giant tease about it. And even the initial reactions to that, people were like, "Whoa, this looks pretty good. How do you play it? What's it called? Where do I find more info?" Well, buckle up. Through learning it in the couple games I've played, I haven't found one single mathematical or tactical flaw. Dude, the people behind this, the level of effort, the level of knowledge, and the level of skill blows away anything you'd see at Wizards. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be one of the most successful tabletop card games ever made because it is just the perfect mix of everything. So this is Tabletop Simulator where they've been developing it, but obviously it's going to be a paper product, an actual physical product release after their upcoming Kickstarter. So all the relevant information, if you want to check this out on TTS or Discord server, whatever else I want to put down there, it's down in the description. But I thought, well, let's just give you a little overview because honestly, I could probably teach you the game in about 5 minutes, but we're not going to go that far in this video. This is just the intro to the game. So this right here is my current favorite blue army, and you Warhammer players are going to know exactly what I'm saying when I say this is an 80 gold or 80 point, however you want to consider it, army. And I'll get into explaining what all the numbers on the cards mean in a second, but like this right here is a 15 gold unit, this is a 4 gold unit, this is a 5 gold unit, so it all adds up to 80. And Tristan here, he's my general, and because I like Tristan to just walk into battle and absolutely slap your mother, I've got a Sunblade on him. And then we've got these modifications to him as well. So this is kind of like equipment and this is kind of like enchantments. So in Tabletop Simulator, they've got all these pre-made armies. You can go a 50 gold army or an 80 gold army, or you can draft. Oh my gosh, let me talk about drafting. So you slap down a couple cards, they slap down a couple cards, and then eventually, you react to what they do, they react to what you do, and then you hit whatever point limit you guys agreed on, and then you start the battle. So you can react to obviously their side is empty because I'm just running a dummy server right now, but if they slap down a ranged unit right here, you'll get a really, really fast running unit that can get up to them really quickly, or whatever strategy you want, whatever deck you're going with, you can adapt on the fly. I mean, and you're, instead of just, draft, let's go buy some packs like Magic, you're drafting from what is effectively a cube, at least in the Magic world, that's what it's called, where it's just, your pool of blue cards, and you're like, oh, I could use this, oh, I'll throw in this, oh, I'll throw in this. I've never had so much fun playing a 2D strategy movement game or a card game or both or anything in between in my entire life because I saw what they played and I was like, oh, let's see if I have this. Oh, let's see if I have this. Oh, maybe this will work. Oh, now I got to worry about this. Oh, this is a combo. I'm going to put these two cards next to each other. So it's like it's your own deck and you set up the pool, but then you look at what color, what strategy they're building up and if it's big units or small units, if they're trying to swarm you, if they're trying to blitz you, and then you adapt accordingly with cards you already own, and you can do this, 100 different times to get 100 different decks and not have to buy any more cards. I mean, you want to talk about recurring efficiency? Oh my gosh. I'm going to lose it when one of the first editions shows up in paper. They're sending it to me. So before I narrate over one of our epic battles that we've had in the past here, I'll just show you kind of how the cards work. It's pretty simple. So besides the, gold limit, which is, the size of your army basically, we've got 2 attack on Mr. Pikeman here. We've got 2 movement and then 3 health. Pretty simple. You go over to him. We got 3 attack, 3 movement, 4 health. He's a little bit more expensive of a unit, obviously. But this one has steadfast. We'll get into what the keywords do. I mean, learning the keywords is probably like the other 4 minutes. Otherwise, you could learn the game in about 1 minute. Oh, and if you forget what a certain ability does, you could just flip the card over and read it. This unit cannot be charged or trampled. Seriously, you try trampling past that mustache. It is not possible. It is too glorious. Let's get into some of the special cards here. So this is just 2 attack power with 3 range, because obviously he's a ranged unit. 2 movement, 2 health. 6 cost because range is awesome. And then we've got Tactician, one of my favorite cards in this deck by far. I don't remember if I named him Tristan Jr. or Keanu. It was one of the two. So he's just basically like an activated ability card. He doesn't actually have an attack of his own. He only has 1 health, but he can move 2. Combinable just means I can move and then use this ability in the same turn. So, nice. And with a range of 2, target allied unit gains one of the following this round. Your choice. Pathing, +1 power, +1 range, or +1 movement. I very commonly go with power or range because that's a fun little surprise for everybody, especially when he's standing right next to an archer. And then as you can see in the back of the army, we got Healy Boy here, of course. He can heal target allied unit for 2, or he can remove a debuff and then also heal it for 1. So that takes mana. As you can see, that little flame symbol is mana, and he starts with 4 mana. So, simple. No attack of his own, movement 2, 1 health. You know, you're probably already getting this. I mean, you could probably jump into the game with just what I've told you. But, you know, why not? Let's talk about the wizard. He's pretty cool. Adept Tempest Mage. He's a, 7 gold cards, so kind of medium expensive. If you haven't seen, this one's 15. Hello. But, 4 mana, Lightning Strike 1 mana, and Thunderclap 1 mana. Ouch, 3 damage, 2 magic damage to target unit, or exhaust enemy unit, which means they can't do anything that turn. And any game only goes on for 7 turns. 7 full turn cycles. Now, like a mini turn, I'm sure there's an actual term for it, is you doing something with your unit. Like this one has charging and he has 3 movement, 3 attack, 5 hit points for 8. Definitely draft a lot of these. So if I wanted to 1, 2, 3, move him right there. And then he has charging, so if there was a target there that I wanted to attack, I'd be able to also attack him for 3 as a combined action along with the movement. Oh, now armor 1 is basically damage reduction 1. So there you go. Frontline unit all day. And like I said, if you forget what they do, just flip the card over. That's right, you don't pull out your phone, go to, some website to look up in a database what this keyword means and what the rulings are on it. You just flip the dang card over. There it is. Love it. So right now you can track, damage and current hit points, whichever way you want to do it with dice. You can just kind of move them around. If you're not familiar with Tabletop Simulator, that's how it works. But it'll work exactly the same in paper as well. So the only thing left to tell you, I guess, is don't cross the blue line until the game starts. So you can't just start the game with an Ultra Knight right there. And why is this yellow? Well, it's because the last person to be in the middle square on turn 7, or at the end of turn 7, I should say, wins the game. Now, depending upon who goes first, you can also win if nobody is occupying it. Or if you're an absolute vicious savage like I apparently am, even when I'm running blue, you'll just kill every single unit they have and then make them hit the table flip button. Bye-bye. Boy, if that ain't a simulation of real life. So let's take a look at some battle footage, and I'll just kind of give you the blow-by-blow so that you can see what it looks like in action. So this right here was turn 4, pretty progressed game, obviously. You can see what's left of my army, and unfortunately for him, I found the colored labeling button in Tabletop Simulator. That was a mistake to give me access to that, but we do have Fort Awesome, and then Tristan died, so we have the Tristan Memorial Casino. And then, of course, the notorious Goblin Stronghold of Crapsville. Now, even with my aggressive playstyle, my knight, my frontline unit, is still alive. If I recall, I just kept spam healing him. And he's going to attack one of their beefy boys, the Ironhoof Minotaur, a 12 gold unit with charging trample 2, 4 attack, 3 movement, and 8 health. Holy crap. Now, anytime you attack something and it doesn't die, you get hit back by their attack power unless you have a keyword that prevents it. So I did 3 damage to him, and then he did 4 back, but I'm wearing armor, so it was reduced by 3, which means I have 1 health left. So he decides he's going to heal him with Troll Doctor's healing ability, which is, 2 movement and then combinable. So, of course, he's going to move him up as part of the heal as well. Oh, and if you haven't caught on, it's they take an action, I take an action, they take an action, I take an action. And then to signify that something is already acted, you tap it sideways to say, hey, this is exhausted. Just for that 1 round, and then at the beginning of the next round, everything untaps. Hey, remember that 15 gold unit that has 5 attack and charging? Honk honk, here it comes. Boom, 1-shot kill. That is a blow, because now they only have a healer and 1 gigantic creature left. So then I smell blood. It is on. Unfortunately, he's going first. So he attacks, obviously, the remaining 1 hit point on my knight there. But Keanu to the rescue. He's going to move up and start boosting some stuff. If you're not familiar, those are his abilities again. So him, a utility unit, and my most powerful unit, I guess not counting Tristan because, R.I.P. Tristan, we did build a casino as honor, if you remember. But yeah, my next best unit is ready to get boosted and get killing. So Tactician moves to the center square, which is already a pretty Chad move right there, and then decides to put the boost on Mr. Pikeman. Their little Goblin Shaman Doctor blasts me with his lightning attack, I think it is, and then I decide, well, I'm not going to have that. Time to kill the Doctor, Crapsville's last remaining physician. Now, only his Ironhoof Minotaur is left, but, 4 attack, 8 health, 7 remaining, yeah. But I'm last to act on the turn, so I go for the attack, deal my damage, take my damage back. Of course, I got armor 1 on him as well because he's amazing. So I only take 3 damage back, and then we go to round 6. So then all he can really do is attempt to kill my Ultra Knight. It's not enough to kill me in 1 blow, which means that he takes full damage back and dies. And that is that. And I totally act like a mature civil player and definitely don't showboat at all. So Tristan, the general commander, whatever you want to call it, he died, unfortunately, but my second best unit survived, and of course was last man standing in that yellow square. You may recall whoever occupies it at the end of round 7 wins the game. So we were getting down there, but let me just say, I have won games with immensely stupider units sitting in that final square. If you've seen the movie or read the book Ender's Game, that's how I play, okay? I don't care what's left over as long as I win, as long as the math adds up and that's how the cookie's gonna crumble, you know what I mean? And I've got to say, even just watching this footage back, it was so funny playing this game. And just like the back and forth and the, oh, now I finally killed your big unit. Oh, but I made this mistake. And then, it's just fun. And I made a couple little, tactical rules errors and, tried to move 2 things in a row. But other than that, I had the gist of it a couple minutes in. Like I said, I bet you could probably sit down and play it about 90% accurately. If you just read the rules and read the backs of some cards, you pretty much got it. So I guess some additional little trivia if you're not quite sold on it yet. Former Magic player who designed it, he's been actually playing it longer than me. Let's just say him and I share some common opinions on how Magic has been going lately. And they've got upwards of like 1.5 to 2 years of development, testing, balancing, card design, tweaking stuff. They're already in talks with distributors and pretty much got that lined up. And I mean, you and one friend playing this, everybody in the whole store is going to be like, what's this? Oh, that looks fun. Let me play next match. I've only seen people play Warhammer, and this looks more approachable, definitely more affordable by design. They said that was a top priority, was they don't want $100 cards and collectible crap. They just want people to play the game. Approachable, affordable, friendly, pro-consumer from a former Magic player. I mean, what more do I need to tell you? Oh, this is hot off the presses, literally. I'm not kidding. 10 seconds ago on Discord, I got the ding. The Kickstarter is going to be live in about a week. Okay, so link in the description. You can follow it and then they'll send you a notification when it goes live. The goal is pretty conservative. They're going to hit it and they will be delivered this summer. First editions, baby. Of a game that's the best designed card game I have seen in the last 10 years, okay? You put 2 and 2 together. Go check out that link, all right? Or heck, if you're on the fence, link to their Discord down below as well. You can, assuming you own a copy of Tabletop Simulator already, which I think is like $10 on Steam or whatever, you can load this whole card set in and play with anybody from their Discord. And they'll teach you, they'll show you the ropes and all that. Yeah, so basically you just test it out for free before you're like, oh yeah, I'll pick that up in paper. But if you get conked on the head and wake up in a coma forgetting everything I just told you about Legacy's Allure, and you wake up in early 2023, everybody's going to be playing this. I mean, seriously. This is the best of all worlds when you combine the most popular, I'll say X-Wing and Warhammer because those are the 2 I know, but anything like it, mixed with any kind of card game. So if you're interested, you want to go check it out and play it right now, Discord, that's where you want to go. Not my Discord, their Discord. My Discord, you have just never seen that many memes get posted by that many people. It's like a stock ticker. But yeah, the footage rolling in the background is just, a sped up game a little bit. Just so you can see kind of how a match progresses. I thought that'd be kind of cool to see too. And we're going to have a lot more content about this. They're already doing weekend tournaments and stuff. So yeah, if you want to check it out on Discord, follow them on Kickstarter. If you want to be notified in about a week when it goes up, I know I'll definitely remind you guys. And check out their website too. It's legaciesallure.com. So don't forget to leave a like if you at least like my coverage of the game, or if you're interested in anything in between, and if you got somebody who you think might want to play this when it comes out in paper, or might want to play this right now with you on Tabletop Simulator. Send them a link to this video because I think I did a pretty good job of showing off at least just how it works so you can get a good first impression of it. So watch for more cool Legacies Allure content on and off in the future, and I'll see you guys next video.